Hello everyone. So this week's video is a little bit different. I decided to do a tasting of Girl Scout cookies. And I didn't get all of them, but I got most of them. And you all may know that in different parts of the US, you can get different Girl Scout cookies. So not all of the same Girl Scout cookies are available in the same area. So I got most of the ones that are available in my area in Michigan, but there are probably others that I'm not able to taste because I don't live where they are sold. So I wanted to start with some of the newer flavors. There are some that have been around for a really long time and they're constantly kind of trying new flavors. So I've got this lemon. It's called Lemon Up. And they've got these little messages on them that are very cute. This one says, "I am an innovator." And there are so many other ones that say, "I'm a leader." I'm just uplifting messages, and they're really cute. They smell super lemony. I know there's a big so Girl Scout cookies are one of those things, at least in the US. I think it's just in the US. And they are only sold at a certain time of the year. Right now they're being sold. You can't buy them in stores. You buy them from a Girl Scout or a Girl Scout group. And they've been around for a long time. I think it was started in 1912. It was started in 1912, the Girl Scouts, by a woman named Juliet Gordon Low, and she was known by her friends as Daisy. She was nearly completely deaf, so that's kind of an interesting fact about her that I didn't know. And in 1917 is when they started selling Girl Scout cookies as a fundraiser to help fund the Girl Scout organization. There is some controversy as to whether or not the Girl Scouts is a good organization or not, and I'm sure they've had many problems over their over 100-year existence. However, we're not going to get into all the politics. We're just going to eat some cookies and enjoy them. And yeah, we're going to get into this. So this one smells super lemony and a lot bit sweet. You can see on the bottom, it has this glaze, and then the top is no glaze. Okay. It's really crumbly. It's super crumbly. Pretty lemony, not super lemon, but it has a lemony, refreshing flavor to it. It's very crumbly and kind of dry, to be honest. Not the best cookie I've ever had, but I wouldn't not eat this. I like that. Okay, so the next one, this is also a newer flavor. It's only been around for a few years. And it's a Girl Scout s'mores sandwich cookie. And they have these funny designs on the back. I think they're supposed to represent different outdoor activities. And it's a sandwich cookie. You can see that there's chocolate and marshmallow flavored goo on the inside. And I assume that the outside is graham cracker. I have eaten these before, so I'm not never eaten them. But I think it is graham cracker. These are good. I like this better than the lemon. I would say that the chocolate on the inside is the most dominant flavor. There is that graham crackeriness from the outside. I'm not getting a lot of marshmallow. There's a subtle hint of marshmallow. Yeah, I like this. I like this better than the lemon. Okay, so the next one is called a Dosy Dough, And this is one of the ones that has been around for a really long time. It is a peanut butter cookie, but where I'm from, they call it a Dosy Dough. And I think it's peanut butter cookies, and then there's an inside that is also peanut butter. I like peanut butter, but yeah, let's just try this. Okay, it's really crunchy. You can see the peanut butter on the inside. It's not bad. I would say this is just okay. The peanut butter kind of zaps all the moisture out of your mouth. While it is good, and I like peanut butter, I think the next one utilizes that peanut butter better because it is covered in chocolate. So this is called a Tagalong, and Tagalongs have chocolate on the outside, peanut butter on the inside, and then cookie underneath the peanut butter. I really like these. These are one of my favorites, and they're actually the third best-selling Girl Scout cookie. You can see the peanut butter on the inside there, and the cookie, and then robed in chocolate. I think honestly, if I'm being honest, to be critical, I would say it needs a little bit more peanut butter and a little less cookie, but it's still pretty good. I like it. Okay, I've got chocolate over all of my fingers because it's melting while I'm talking. Why do people like Girl Scout cookies so much? Because honestly, like, I'm eating these cookies, they're not bad. They don't taste bad, but they're not the best cookies, and you can definitely find cookies or make cookies that are better. And I think what it comes down to is the marketing. Because they're so exclusive, or the idea that they're exclusive, you can only buy them at certain times of the year, it kind of gets this bigger, like larger than life reputation for being so good because you can't get your hands on them whenever you want. I think that's the appeal, part of the appeal. The other appeal is you're paying for cookies and the money is going towards something bigger than just a grocery store or a big company. They're going towards, you know, girls in your community that are learning leadership skills and so on. Again, there's probably politics surrounding this, but we're not going to get into those. So I think that's the appeal. So the second, well, I just lost my balance there. The second best-selling Girl Scout cookie is the Samoa, and it is coconut, chocolate, cookie. Yeah, it's got this toasted coconut. And if you watch my channel, you know I'm not a huge fan of coconut, but in this instance, oh, it actually also has caramel. I forgot. Okay, so there's cookie and then caramel, toasted coconut, and chocolate over the top of that. I typically don't like coconut, but in this instance, I can forgive it because of that toastedness. It gives it a good texture, and then the caramel outweighs the flavor that I dislike of the coconut. It all really goes really well together. That caramel is so good. It's such a good combination. Okay, so the number one selling Girl Scout cookie, I am sure you already know what this is. If you're familiar with Girl Scout cookies, it is the Thin Mint. And it's my favorite, not surprisingly. I love chocolate and mint together, and I don't know what it is about this. It's so addictive. They're little. It feels like you can eat 100 of them. Don't do that because that would not be healthy, but it just feels like you could eat so many. And this is the number one selling Girl Scout cookie. Before I taste it, please subscribe to my channel. Let's try this cookie. It's crumbly. It's got that nice chocolate on the outside. It's crunchy and crispy. And The mint is definitely there, but it's not so overwhelming. It's not like toothpastey where you feel like you couldn't eat something else after this because it would make it taste bad. I wouldn't drink orange juice while eating these, but the mint flavor is not too overpowering. So that's it for the Girl Scout cookies. The Thin Mint is definitely my favorite, and it's number one. I would say buy some Girl Scout cookies if you live in the US. And if you don't live in the US, maybe find a friend that could buy them for you and ship them over, because they're pretty good. And I think there's a Girl Scout troop if you don't have a Girl Scout that you can support. There's a homeless Girl Scout troop in New York, and I think there's more as well. Look those up and find out where those are and buy your cookies from those, because it's a great way to support efforts in the community to help, things that are going on right now, because there's a lot of people that have lost their jobs and lost their homes, not just because of COVID, but that is a factor. So do what you can to help out, because you're a good human. Oh, one more thing to note, that all of the Girl Scout cookies are now kosher. So that's cool that they're being inclusive and all that. Girl Scouts used to bake their own cookies to sell. So like if you were a Girl Scout, back when they first started, you would bake your own Girl Scout cookies and sell them. That would be a lot of work, but kind of cool. But now they're all made in a, factory and mass produced, if you will. But I feel like the recipe is still pretty good and consistent. If you are craving Thin Mints when you cannot get your hands on them, I'm going to give you a little hint, and that is there's a cookie called a grasshopper. I think it's not Pepperidge Farms. I don't remember what brand, but they're called grasshoppers. I'm sure you can find them just at any grocery store. And they are pretty much exactly like Thin Mints, if I remember right. I haven't had them for a while, but yeah, you can find the basic. Anyway, go get yourself some Girl Scout cookies, and I'll see you next time. Bye.